What's up, guys? This is Kevin Brady, staff writer at InsideTheStar.com, and I'm here to talk to you today about the upcoming game between the Dallas Cowboys and New York Giants and how the Dallas Cowboys defensive line can exploit this weaker Giants offensive front. Both units face a lot of criticism this offseason, and for good reason, so it's going to be interesting to see how they match up and who comes out on top. Give a little preview in this video. So first, we're looking at preseason game 3, the Giants and the Jets. Giants come out on 3rd and 7. Vereen is the back, flanking Manning to the right. The Jets come out pre-snap showing blitz. They have 6 guys on the line of scrimmage, 3 down linemen, a linebacker, and 2 defensive backs. So, yes, bringing 6 is technically blitzing, but there's no hot route here, no hot read, because the Giants do have 6 in for protection. So theoretically, this should be 6 on 6. This should be blocked, and there should be no problems. However, as we let it run through one time, you see that there are problems. Calvin Pryor gets a free rush on Eli Manning, and while we talk very badly about the Giants' offensive line most of the time, this is actually not on the Giants' O-line. This is on Shane Vereen. Vereen steps up in the B-gap, and instead of scanning to the outside where Pryor is coming from, he gets stuck there behind the right tackle, and Pryor gets a free run. If you want to get more in-depth in this play, over on InsideTheStar.com, I have the full article up where I break it down, so make sure you check that out. We're going to go into different plays now, but we're going to let it run through one more time. You see Vereen step up, looking for Wilkerson. The right tackle stays on Wilkerson, as he should, but then Pryor runs free for the easy sack. The Cowboys don't like to blitz a lot. We know that, but given that the defensive ends for Dallas are so weak, they might have to bring some more pressure. They might have to blitz more, and bringing 6 or 7, maybe even 5 at times, can confuse the Giants front and Shane Vereen, and it confused them a lot when the Jets did it here in Week 3. So now we're going to move on to a running play here. This is later on in the game, second quarter. As you see, 3:26 to play. Vereen is still the back, I believe. Looks like 4 down linemen for the Jets. The Giants are going to try to run a gap scheme here, which we don't see the Cowboys do a whole lot of. But they're going to pull the right guard around. They're going to bring, on the play side, it's 2 down blocks from the tackle, play side guard, and the tight end, so 3 down blocks, Center's going to back block. And backside tackle is going to base hinge. We'll let it run through one time. And you see the Jets, basically their whole D-line meets in the backfield for a nice loss and a good defensive play on first down. So what happens, and what can the Cowboys do to have a similar outcome? Well, in a gap scheme, penetration is going to kill any play. So from the Giants' standpoint, the 2 blocks that really kill this play are the center, Richburg, and the play side tight end, which theoretically should be the 2 easiest blocks. As a center, a back block like that, you really just have to stop penetration, keep your play side arm strong, and just shield him off. It should not be that difficult of a block, but he really gets manhandled here. He gets slow off the ball, a bad first step, and he allows the Jets defensive tackle to get off the ball faster than him, violent with his hands, and reestablish the line of scrimmage. Because of that, the pulling guard is sent off his tracks. The pulling guard is set off his tracks, and then he's not able to get the kick-out block. Play side to tight end just gets beat across his face, and it's the last thing you can have happen. So let's run it through one more time in slow motion. You see the center step back, gets blown back, allows the defense tackle to get into his body. The tight end doesn't even stand a chance. They bring a blitz from the other side, and it's just a disaster for the New York Giants. So, third and final play, we're going to go through another pass play. This is on 3rd and 12, and once again, actually not awful protection. Eli holds onto the ball a little bit long here, maybe a bit of a coverage sack, but what we're going to focus on is the near side left tackle. You see him set. He's good right up until then. He's good right up until then. He turns his shoulders, does not remain square, and tries to run the defensive end by Eli, but he runs him right into Eli, causes an errant throw and an incompletion. So watch it one more time in slow motion. You see decent footwork up until then. But then right here, he turns his shoulders, bad base, and 91's right by him. So bottom line is, the Giants, offensively, especially up front, this is not a great team. Yeah, they have weapons. Yeah, they have guys like Odell Beckham who are going to be tough to stop. But if the Cowboys can dominate the line of scrimmage, which I know might be asking a lot, but if they can win up front, they can easily win this football game. So for more coverage, for more analyzation, and for everything involving Sunday's game and everything Dallas Cowboys, make sure you check out InsideTheStar.com. Stay up with us. We'll be back later in the week where we talk about the Giants' D-line, which is a lot better than their O-line.